Okay, so I want to make sure tonight that we get a really nice Shavasana because it's nighttime. And I really want you guys to sleep well. So let's get started. We're going to do a really nice practice, a nice flow, nothing really difficult because it is a nighttime practice. We shouldn't be doing super intense practices at night. That's depleting. Okay, so let's get started. So coming to the top of your mat, we're going to actually start out opening up wide. So we're going to be doing our flow, moving from side to side. My dog is just waiting for me to go to the floor so that she can pounce. All right, so we're going to come up, reach. You're keeping your toes turned out, and we're going to drop down into a squat. Good, and then open your arms up, and we're going to go into warrior two. Nice opening, and then reach. It's going to be more of a flow. Drop down. Good, then swinging that arm, dropping it down, and scoop back up. Good, and come back down. You're going into a squat, opening up, and go to the other side, warrior two, and reach. And drop down. You're going into modified Verkasana. And then that upper arm drops around and scoop up. Straighten those legs. Drop back, bend. Virabhadrasana 2. So we're going to go through that again. Reach Virabhadrasana 4. So you could drop a little bit deeper. You could stay here or drop a little deeper. You can use a block. Dropping that arm, scooping up and down. Warrior two. Reach, warrior four. Parshvottanasana. Drop the arm and come up. Scoop up and down, open up. Good, so we're going to go into warrior two again. And this time we're going to straighten the leg and drop into Trikonasana. We're going to go in and out of that. And that upper arm swings down, comes back up, and drops down, and comes back up, and drops down, and then hold. So it's a straight leg. Hold. Even out your breath, 1-to-1 breath. Good, and then that right arm or the left arm reaches forward, and then you use it to bring yourself up. We're going to go into warrior four, and then release, and then interlace those fingers together. Push the palm of the hands out, round the upper back. And then reach straight up, bending at the knee. Open up, warrior two to the other side. And then reach, come up, Trikonasana. And we're gonna go in and out of it. The arm reaches forward, come back up, reach, and back down. And up. And down. One more time, up, reach, and then down, and then we hold. And just keep that arm reaching up. So the right arm reaches up, and you're holding. Draw your navel in. And then the upper arm reaches forward. Good. Come back up. And then reach. And then release. Good. And then we're going to interlace our fingers again. Round the upper back. Push the palm of the hands out. Come up. Reach. Good. Now, we're going to keep our hands Keep them here. And we're going to drop to the right side. Drop. And then rotate. Step back into plank. Lower. Lift. And take it back, down dog. So the same leg that stepped back now is going to step forward. You're in a high lunge. Good, then drop your back heel and then scoop up. Reach. Both arms up. Go to the other side. Go to the other side. Hold it here. Then rotate to the left into a high lunge. Good, now you step back. So the front leg steps back, plank, lower, modify to the knees if you need to. Lift and take it back, down dog. So the same leg that stepped back now steps forward. You're in a high lunge. Drop your back heel and then scoop up. It's not that easy. Okay, reach, drop. So we hold it here just a little bit longer. Reach out with the extended leg. Drop your butt a little bit lower, bigger. Good, you got it. Now rotate to the right, high lunge. Separate your feet a little bit and then see if you can come up a little bit higher, big. Hands go back to the ground and step back, plank, lower, lift, take it back, down dog. We're going to hold it here for 3 breaths. Then the same leg that stepped back now steps forward. You're back in that high lunge. Drop your back heel and scoop the front arm forward and then lift up. Reach, both hands up. Turn forward. Drop to the other side. You're going to hold it here and go lower with the butt. So drop, 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 drop. Good, and then rotating to the left into that high lunge. And then separate your feet a little bit. See if you can come up a little higher. Super strong. Super strong. And then the hands come down, step back into plank, front leg steps back, lower, lift, back down dog. Holding it for 4 breaths. A little bit longer than last time. And then the leg that stepped back now steps forward. You're in a high lunge. Then drop your back heel and scoop your outer arm up. Good. And then release. All right. I'm losing my mic. I'm going to put it on the side. I think I have a pocket. I do. Okay. So we're going to move on. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to go back into warrior 2. Reach. Trikonasana. And now your upper arm drops down. Step back into plank, lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. Take it back, down dog. Back leg steps forward. Warrior 4, reach. And then release. Inhale. Warrior 2, other side. Reach, straighten the leg. Trikonasana. Swing the arm around. Step back into plank, lower. lift, back down dog. Good. Same leg that stepped back, steps forward, come up into warrior 4, and then release. Inhale up. Good. And then exhale, we're going to take the opposite hand. So left hand is going to come across and reach. Then come back up. And now your right hand comes across and reach. And come back up. Do that again. Rotate. So maybe reaching a little bit closer to the foot, up, or you can use a block. So you just reach to a block. Come back up, reach, drop down, right hand, and then lift. And left hand, or sorry, right hand, going to the left, and then up, going to the right. One more time, and then we hold and come back up, going to the left, and come up. And now we're going to hold it to the right and keep this upper arm reaching. You got it. So you guys watch out for the arm that's in the air. Do not let it drop to the back. Keep it up. You got it. A little bit more towards the head. All right, and then lift up and go to the other side. Okay, so I want you to watch out this arm that goes in the air. Don't let the shoulder drop forward. That's going to drop the arm to the back. I'm going to keep it open. Good, and then we release and come up. Good, and now we're turning our toes in. Turn them in. 2 fingers. Reach, drop down. Grab the big toe with the 2 fingers and connect to the thumb. Now make sure that your toes are turned in and your heels are out. Good, and then from there, we're gonna rotate to the right side. You're back in the high lunge. And then turn the torso towards the front leg. We're gonna deepen this, so you stay in the high lunge. Deepen it by dropping the back knee. Shift your hips forward. Then release your upper arm, internally rotate and release to the low back. Good, and then we're adding Chaturanga Dandasana, so stepping back into plank and lowering, lifting up cobra, and taking it back, down dog, and hold it there. And then stepping that leg that stepped back, it then steps forward again. You go back into the high lunge. Good, and then we're gonna just walk the hands forward. Toes are gonna be turned out. And then you take that right hand to the opposite toe and open up. And then the arm that's in the air then reaches across to the other side and open up. Good, and then scooping back up. So I want to make sure that your toes are staying in, you guys. Pigeon toed. Interlace your fingers behind you like this. Toes are turned in. Open the chest. So you open the chest and then drop forward. And the arms come up off the back. Reach them towards the head. Good, and then slowly releasing those arms, you're going to turn to the left, go into that high lunge, and then rotate the torso. Keep the back leg lifted. But remember, we're going to deepen this stretch by dropping the back knee. Shift your hips forward. And then the arm that's in the air, turn your thumb behind you so it's internal rotation. Drop that arm to the low back. And then from there, coming out of that, you're going to come back up into that high lunge. Rotate forward, and then the left hand, turn your toes in, goes to the opposite foot. You rotate deep. And then the arm that's in the air goes to the other side, to the left side, and reach. Good, and then from there, you're reaching with the upper arm, lift. Good. So we're going to do a little bit with our hands. I want you to turn to the right. Turn to the right. Okay. And your hands are going to go back behind you. So fingertips come together. And you're either going to hold it down here, or you start moving those fingertips up the spine. Then roll your shoulders back. You have to watch out for the belly here. You want to draw the navel in and lift it up, and also keep the lower ribs pulled back. Okay. So elbows push back. Don't let them drop forward. They go back, but then you have to draw the lower ribs in and then drop down. This is really great for the wrists, the hands, the arms. And it's a forward fold. So it moves the subtle forces down, which helps us to ground, calm the body. Slowly reaching up. Ooh, release your hands. And then we come out of it. We're going to go back down into a fold. So then you drop down into a fold again, both legs straight. Use a block if you need to. Relax your head. So if you do need a block, it goes right here. And then we slide the block to the big toe side of the foot and then open up into Pravrita Trikonasana. Swing the arm around. And then we're stepping back into plank. Lower, lift, back, down dog. And then your back leg steps forward. Now you're going to lift up into a balancing posture. So your back leg lifts and then come up into warrior three. Lift. You can keep your hands at the see if you can reach your hands out. Good, and then we lower into warrior one. Very nice. Good, and then lifting up and facing forward. Inhale. Good, and exhale, we're gonna now rotate to the other side, to the left. Same thing with the hands. Your hands, fingertips come together behind the back. So they're going up the spine, going up. You're either gonna hold it here at the sacrum, or you start moving them up. You eventually want your wrists together, then you press your elbows back, shoulders back. You have to pull the lower ribs and draw the navel in. Lower ribs pull back, navel in. And then we lower. Ooh. Relax your head, but keep your elbows moving back. Remember, this is really helping to open up the wrist and the hands and the forearms. Very good for us. We don't do this practice that much. And then slowly coming out of that and slowly releasing your hands. Thank God, right? Shake them out if you need to. And inhale up. And then exhale, we're gonna lower right over that leg again. Drop the head into the knee. And again, you can use a block right there. And then if you want to, you can use a block or your hand goes to the big toe side of that foot. And then we open up into Pravrita Trikonasana. Swing the arm around and then stepping back into plank. Lower, lift, back down dog. Then step your back leg in, drop your back heel. Oh, actually, we're gonna go into that warrior three. So you lift your back heel, lift your torso, come up. Hands can go to the waist, that's fine. Reach out. Ooh. And then lowering the back leg, warrior one. Nice. And reaching up and dropping in. Good, so we're gonna bring our feet together. Feet together. We're gonna do Verkasana. So your standing leg is your right leg. The left foot comes up into variation one. You're keeping the toes on the ground. Variation two comes up to the shin. Variation three, you go to the inner thigh. Now make sure that you have a dristi. What is a dristi? It's a point of focus. So in other words, your eyes go forward to a single point. Focus. And then reach. And then we release that leg. And we're going to drop down, go to the right side. Place your hands on the ground. So the leg that was just up, you're hooking one elbow in front of the knee, the other elbow into the hip, and you're just going to lean forward and then extend that leg. And then bring it down and release. Good. Now you're in a squat here. Heels are up, hands to the heart. With as much control as you can, slowly come up. Now, if that's too hard on your knees, then you could just come up from hinging at the hips, releasing your heels down. Standing leg now is your left leg. Variation 1, Verkasana. Variation 2, eyes go off the horizon to a single point, a dristi. Variation 3. Okay, find your focus. Then reach your arms up. And then we release out of it. Very nice. Feet together and drop down. Hook the elbow to the inside of the knee, the other one to the hip. Then you lean forward onto the elbows, and then the leg that was up in the air now goes out. Lift up. And then release in. Good, and then from there, we're going to open up the knees. Take your hands on the inside and then drop them back behind you. So this is what it looks like. If you need to throw a blanket underneath your heels, if your feet are fatigued, you can do this, okay? And then you drop the arms under, and the palms actually go up, and then the head drops. Stretches the upper back. Excellent. So Robin, your arms should be on the inside of your legs. So it goes like this. Right, can you guys, here, let me move closer. So it should be like this. I'm standing here, and I'm gonna drop my feet together. My arms go on the inside, then under. My feet are together. My arms are on the inside. Drop the head. Got it. Good. And then from there, we're going to release and drop back behind us. So come out of it, drop back behind us. Oh, I guess I have a friend now. So one leg drops down, the other leg comes up, and we rotate. Look behind you. Good. And then we like to go bridge before we do the other side. So we're going to take it onto the ground, find your heels, and push up. Keep pushing up. Keep those knees in, not touching, but they want to be in, lined up with the front of the hip bone. Good, lower. And then the legs lift straight up. Arms lift up above the head, and you're going to lift up. Now the other leg bends. And the other leg extends and rotate. Look behind you. Good, and then we're gonna go back down onto the floor, back up to bridge, push up. Good, and then from there, we're going to lift up the legs again, lift up the arms, use momentum, slowly lifting up. Ab. So going to reach with the left hand to the right foot, baby toe side of the foot. Lift that leg up. Now I'm going to turn my torso to look behind me. Okay. Do turn your torso to the right. Look behind you. Good, that looks great. And then that leg bends and stack the knees. Not on black, you guys. Here. Stack the knees and then forward fold. Drop the head to the knee or you can block. All right, and then slowly coming out of that. And now your right hand reaches to the baby toe side of the left leg and you pick that leg up. Sit up tall and look behind you. Good, and then stacking those knees. Drop forward. Stack the knees, drop forward. Good, and then from there, we're going to do pigeon. So I don't care which leg you want to do first. You're going to swing one leg back behind you. Okay. One leg back behind you. Okay, one leg back behind you. And then you want to even out your hips. So instead of teetering to one side, lift up your hips, even them out. Throw a blanket underneath you if you need to. So one leg is behind you, the other one is in front. Make sure your hips are even. We're not teetering to one side. We want to stay even. Okay, see if you can pull the foot up a little bit. And drop down. All right, and then whichever leg is behind you, you're going to rotate towards the bent leg and reach out towards the extended leg. And open up that side body. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe into the side. Good. So the leg that's extended now becomes your bent leg. So you're going to bend it and extend the other leg back behind you. So we're kind of moving all over the place. So now we're switching sides for pigeon. Switch sides for pigeon. Okay, good. And if you can, you guys, I'm going to just go this way so you can see my foot. This foot that's up here in the front, pull it up a little bit. Even out those hips. And then drop a little lower. Good. And then you're going to then rotate towards the bent leg and then reach out towards the extended leg. And now we're on the other side and you're breathing into that side body. Good. Ooh, I want to do a nice Shavasana. Okay, feet together. You want to pop up on a blanket, do so. Feet together, pull your heels into the groin. Keep the torso lifted. You're going to reach from the chest, drop. Good, knees together, grab and rotate. Extend those legs, reach out, drop your head, relax your elbows. Good, and then lifting back up, legs come in, grab the legs and rotate to the other direction. All right, and then releasing from there, extending again, forward, drop back down. Relax your head, soften your breath. Good, and then we're gonna lay back. Arms go out to the side, legs go up, drop your legs to one side and look to the opposite direction, hold. And then lifting those legs up and going to the other side. And looking to the right. Good, and then from there, we're going to set ourselves up for Shavasana. So if you need to do another bridge, go ahead and do another bridge just to kind of resettle that pelvis. And then lower and take a bolster or a blanket underneath the knees. I do want you to be warm, so cover yourself up with a blanket. And arms are going to rest, palms up at your side body. Cover your eyes. Very important to cover your eyes. Make sure you're warm and cover your eyes. And Shavasana. Nice long Shavasana. Set you up right there for a really nice sleep. Good. And relax. to keep that body moving into the stillness. Noticing what happens as you are in stillness, that the breath slows down, the mind begins to unwind. See if you can let that body relax 10% more. Softening through the face, softening in the hands, softening into your feet. Feeling that pelvis soften, that the gluteal muscles relax. Feel all of your muscular tissues soften. And then your skin. Feel your skin soften. Good, and begin to deepen your breath. Slowly allow some movement into your fingers and toes. Gently roll to your right side and take a moment there, rest. So don't get up yet, just quite yet. Stay on your right side. So when we roll to the right side, we are further supporting rest in the body. Good, and then from there, bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Hands together, connect your thumbs to your heart. Good, sitting up tall, taking a moment just to acknowledge this body, being grateful for it. Remembering that we have a whole universe inside of us, that our cells are there to support us, and acknowledging them, being grateful. May you have a wonderful night's sleep. Namaste.